Yo, we're live! Hi guys, welcome to Adam McKola TV. I'm Adam, they're Bolt and Skribz. We are live. We've just recorded the United Road podcast where we spoke about the reaction to Burnley and most of all, the upcoming game against Manchester City. So today, we're going to cover the Aftermath Live. You know, the Aftermath Live that I usually do from the house. We're going to do it with these guys here from the studio.
Yeah.
We've got almost 50 people in here now. That'll keep climbing. So like, share, comment, get involved in the debate. We are talking that Burnley game and, of course, how it leaves us set up before the Manchester derby. Bolt, Skribz, Burnley 2-0. Professional performance away from home. Another victory away from home. How you feeling?
Tony Martial came from France.
The English press said he had no chance.
50 million down the drain. Tony Martial scores again.
That's how you feeling?
He came, yeah, that's exactly how I'm feeling. And I'm happy that he took his opportunity. He's clearly been listening to Jose. Him and Jose probably had a one-on-one. And Jose's getting through to him because he ain't come out here moaning and talking and acting depressed and because just he hasn't given you people, well not you people because you lot are Reds, but the media anything to go on. He hasn't given them anything to talk about.
Reds as well, to be fair.
Huh?
I see a couple of Reds chatting shit as well.
You see a couple of Reds chatting shit? Well, shame on them. Anthony Martial took the advice of his gaffer, the boss, Jose Mourinho, and look how it turned out. Like, he had a very good performance against Burnley. It was a professional performance. His goal, the breakaway, was sick. I love the goal. I love Ander Herrera's pass for the goal.
Old school United.
Yeah, man. And I just feel like Anthony Martial went back to what he does best, which is just turn and face players and go at them. And that is when he's at his best. And he had a sick game.
Gary is obsessed with asking if we're going Arsenal away. We will be there. Harry says happy to see Rooney score. What do you make of his performance? Well, obviously Martial returned, but so did the captain.
Why are you covering?
Go on, Skribz.
Oh my god, I need to clear my throat. But I feel like Wayne was shocking. No, I'm gonna be so real. But football's a results game, and he got the goal. But his first touch, some of his passes, certain times he tried to run past man, and he just lost the ball. There was a chance where Lingard, after a great passage of play, Lingard put him through on the left, and he just slipped for no reason, like for absolutely no reason. There was no one around him. No, but what was it? Like how do you just slip like that?
I don't know, but
and what made it worse is that he slipped in front of the ball. How could the ball be played in front of you when you slipped in front of the ball?
Listen, Wayne came back and he extended the goal scoring record.
Yeah. Do you know what? He's a legend. He's a legend. Like, you can't disrespect. You can't. It's like you know, you got a brother.
Hold on, Skribz is about to say you can't disrespect that, and he had to stop himself because he wanted to say you can.
It's like you've got someone that you love, innit? Like me and Bolt.
Yeah.
I can cuss you.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm not gonna cuss you to other people.
Yeah. Just
no one else can cuss you, but I can cuss you because you get me. It's like that. I'm a United fan. I can cuss Wayne.
Yeah. If you don't support United, you can't.
Yeah, because I've been in the ups and downs. I've seen him from when you get me the hat trick and even the goal against against Arsenal.
Oh,
he's touching.
You know
what I'm saying? Man's getting emotional, but
yeah.
so I've been there, so I can cuss Wayne now, especially when I see him how he plays now. He looks like I could do a better job. To be honest, certain times no, because I wouldn't slip. I would drag that in front of me and finish it.
Do you know what's happening? He's moving like a woman. You know they're always tripping over that.
Yeah. Hey, fam, do you know what?
I know Bo said that saved, you know. He never
Not
used
at all.
that
That
in the
just
podcast.
came out.
He was waiting.
He never used that in the podcast. He was like, shit.
Man took this fire one and he got it nicely, so he ruined it though. Sorry about that. But yeah, fam, as I said, it's a results business. He came on, he played and he scored. So.
This is a good one from Poram. Says who has been the buyer of the season? Everyone's saying
Manchester United. Okay,
how good Eric Bailly was for United.
Right.
So Eric Bailly, rock solid, arguably man of the match at the weekend if Martial wasn't your man of the match. Mkhitaryan been absolutely amazing. Pogba same. Zlatan 28 goals.
The reason I wouldn't, I'm gonna say Zlatan. However, if you don't want to get technical, that wasn't a buy. Well, we must have had to pay a signing on fee.
It's still a buy.
Yeah,
Right.
wages.
So then Zlatan.
We still registered it.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic. By far and away. No, wait, is it by far and away? It's far and away. Whatever. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the best signing of our season. Not only is it 28 goals, not only has he had an influence on the youngers around him, not only has he been in mint condition, apart from the fact that he's injured now, get well soon, Zlatan, it's the fact that he was free of charge. He cost us nothing.
Amazing.
He has to be the best signing of the season.
Black Friday bargain.
Come on.
Crazy.
And you wouldn't even get that.
Fight no one?
Yeah. Bro, you wouldn't get that at Black Fridays. You're not getting zero. You're not going to pay zero for something at
That's
Black
great
Fridays.
quality.
It is.
Black
amazing,
Friday,
really.
you end up with a shit TV.
Yeah.
You didn't
Can
want.
you imagine that on Football Manager?
What?
Seeing Zlatan on the free. Big man.
Everyone.
Snapping that up.
Yeah. Everyone's going.
That was an unrealistic transfer.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I don't
So was
Yeah,
Pogba. To me,
I know. Well, with the price as well. It's
nah,
the truth.
the price doesn't shock me. The fact that we got him shocked me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it did. Because the way everyone was talking, especially the season before that, everyone was like, oh, Alex Ferguson got rid of Pogba, he's made the biggest mistake ever. It looked like we were going to regret this for the rest of our living days. You get what I'm
Do
saying?
you remember how sick Paul Pogba was when he wasn't a Manchester
Yeah,
United
of course,
player?
everyone loved him.
Yeah, and then when he became a
Pogba's
Manchester
so
United
great.
player, do you remember how
Yeah,
shit?
yeah, and then all of a sudden, oh, he's shit.
Yeah.
It started, yeah, 100%. When did the speculation start about Pogba coming to United?
It's halfway through last season.
It was like in the summer.
Yeah, so was it during the Euros? Was it Euros last season?
It was before the Euros. It
Yeah,
started.
but remember...
Mino Raiola
no,
started
but
tweeting all
this is
that
what
blah
I'm saying,
blah
this is what
blah
I'm saying.
bullshit. And
People started chatting shit about Pogba
When he became linked.
even in the Euros.
Yeah.
Like I saw people started changing their kind of angle. Like, oh,
the
he's
boss
not that
says
good.
we paid £0 for the world's best striker. On a free from PSG cost us fucking zero.
6'5", hard as fuck. He gets the Reds excited.
But-
Stick your city up your ass because we are Man United.
Oh, this is a good one. The Mark, I thought I haven't seen the rest of his name. Says should Zlatan go now
No.
because of his injury in it. So
No.
he's done for this
But his
season.
influence in the dressing room is like,
Do you know what?
bro.
I'm gonna be real. You have to look at it from like two sides. I'm a fan, so I'm gonna look at it from our side. I want Zlatan Ibrahimovic to say he's a quality striker, and his influence on those youngsters is blatantly. It's coming to fruition now. You can see that them boys look up to Zlatan. Number one, number two, or on the flip side rather, on the business side of it. Of course, if he's injured for more than a year, then I would understand if Manchester United had to let him go because he actually can't play. So we'd be paying him wages for no reason. However, having said that, I'm gonna go on the side of being a fan. I definitely want someone with his character, his aura in Manchester. He believes in himself, and I want all of our players to believe in themselves like he believes in himself.
100%.
Honestly,
100%.
he's top quality as well.
We were talking about how if worst case scenario he is out till January, imagine like
Comes in.
having a fully fit Zlatan available in January, and we're in the middle of like
like a new signing.
hopefully Champions League and all that. Could be like
Amazing.
That'd be amazing. That would
Cantona's
lift the
return.
whole stadium, the whole of Manchester.
He mumbled that.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh, is it?
Cantona's return.
blasphemy, innit?
Yeah.
It's blasphemy.
Cantona's return was here.
He didn't say it with chest. He said
Yeah,
it
yeah,
with like
yeah,
half a
yeah.
peg.
He said it with half the throat, like that wasn't even. But
It's because like it could happen, but you can only look back on things like that
Yeah,
and
yeah,
say
and
it was
hindsight.
that good.
Yeah.
You can't predict things are going to be that good. It's like predicting another treble.
Yeah.
You can't predict another
Yeah.
treble.
we're just gonna win that.
If
It's
it
not- we can't
happens, then it's going to
predict
be
it.
like,
For
right,
me-
it happened.
Bailey, I don't know. I feel like all three signings have been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just changed everything. I feel like we've needed someone in the middle.
Because it's been
Well,
four, but which ones would you choose?
All right, if
Pop,
let's say
buy
three of them
three.
couldn't have come in the summer.
Who would I choose? 3 of them could have come in the summer, and I only had one signing to make.
Are you still crying about Rooney?
My head's there. My head's there. I would say.
Pogba, by Mkhitaryan and Zlatan.
Three can't
Oh
come.
shit, man!
Only
How can I
one
forget
could come.
Mickey? Oh my! Is this
Oh,
what Mourinho's done?
Yeah, I know, because
Bro.
every signing is top
Yeah,
notch.
and because there's such a selection. that's
No,
what
do you know it's like
No, you haven't answered.
I can't answer. Do you know why? Because what are we talking about? Are we talking about now?
Yeah, now it's
So
like,
not in the not
long
future.
term. It's
No,
part
okay,
of
long
like,
term.
there's like
But
loads
then
of-
long term, I'd even say Bailey as well, because what he offers in defence,
And Mickey.
he's one of the few defenders nowadays that back in the day you had defenders that looked like they loved defending.
Yeah,
Bailey looks like he
Wes Brown.
loves.
And we needed a big black guy at the back of it as well.
Yeah, exactly. You need
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, you do still. Wes
But,
Brown was the last year.
Bailey looks like he loves defending.
Yeah. He likes the physical
He
side.
loves it, bro. He thrives off it. But so yeah, we've needed that in the middle. I feel like
Mickey.
before Fellaini, I can't remember the last time we got a midfielder,
Mm.
and the first midfielder that we've got since Fellaini's
Yeah,
Pogba.
Pogba, and then Mickey.
I think was it Hargreaves that was before that.
Herrera.
Herrera,
Oh yeah.
What a
Shit.
signing he has been.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Herrera's great as well, but I feel like we've needed someone in the middle that's
Yeah.
you get me physically.
Elbows.
Yeah, and
Fellaini.
elbows and this. No, not Fellaini. Someone that's big, like you know how you might have
So
a
the guy that does this.
you might have a. I don't know what you're doing,
Pogba.
bro. Oh, yeah, no, it's off the screen, bro. I couldn't. The screen's not big enough for me to move how far Pogba
Pogba
moves
moves.
to large man out the way. But we've needed someone in the middle with a physical
presence.
presence.
Yeah,
And fam, that man can be a DM and create chances. Like he's
That's what he
creating
does.
chances from before the halfway line.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even need to be in a number 10 position. Like I've seen him pick up the ball, not look up and spray it, and man's through. So like you can't.
And then there's Zlatan.
Loads of people asking for an update on Pogba. Before we go on to that, one word, one signing. Who's been the best this season?
Zlatan.
I agree. This season's Zlatan, but I think when you look at a longer term picture, Pogba has been a great signing as well. Moving on from that, Pogba, we haven't got an update on it, but we all kind of seem to think it may be mind games, isn't it?
Yeah, I
think
think
so.
like the way he went down.
Do you know what? You lot should listen to the podcast and hear what you think.
Yeah, I think you should listen to the podcast for that bit.
Oh, yeah.
We did speak about Pogba. We've spoken about the Manchester's derby as well a lot. So look out for the podcast for that. It's United Road Podcast. Search that on SoundCloud and on iTunes. Let's talk about the Burnley game a little bit more. They'll get the preview on the podcast. The Burnley game. Apart from Anthony Martial, Rooney, you spoke about earlier on the podcast as well a little bit about how you're more impressed with the way we can field a second string and beat teams like Burnley. Someone in here has been commenting saying we're going to go and beat City with a second string. So they're really confident.
It just shows against City, as I said, part of my brain's like we're going to lose. But that's just me being conditioned into being a loser anyway because it's been like 3 years and we've been shit. But then the optimistic part of my brain's like, yo, man can actually do this. Because I can't remember since Fergie us being able to field a weakened team and confidently beat a team.
I was just about to say comfortably, not just win.
Yeah, comfortably beat a team. Look like we've controlled the game. Like, we're starting with Fellaini, bro. Like, you know how I love Fellaini anyway. But we're starting with Fellaini.
Yeah, levels,
You get what I've seen Fellaini with the captain's armband. Like, it's wild out here. And man are still, like, winning comfortably.
Yeah.
Like, man are still getting results.
Ashley
man are
Young,
still controlling games. Ashley Young's playing.
Against Chelsea.
Against Chelsea. And he's doing things. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we've brought in these big players that bring an extra clout on the United team and they're, like, the elite. But we've still got a squad that we can field. Core players. Second string players that we can play that will still do the job. And that's something that, as a United fan, I haven't had or been able to say for a long time.
I think I felt sorry for Burnley at one point.
Who?
Burnley. Because
Burnley, yeah.
Like, who did we take off in the second half to bring on Marcus Rashford? Like, they're tired already.
Is it Lingard?
You take off Jesse.
And bring on Lingard. And bring on Rashford.
Bring on Rashford. Like, that's just like, for freak's sake.
That's mad. Like, that's
Leave us
and you've
alone.
already got Martial on the field.
Yeah.
Now you've got a whole young Rashford to deal with.
Slog.
Who out of those two, if one's to start, who you're starting?
Who out of Marcus and...
You know, can I just reiterate
Marshall.
the fact that we've done this at the start of the season?
Yeah,
and we named our first 11s. And then I said Rashford. And now, I still say Rashford.
I think it was... Do you know what? I'm going to listen back, but was it us naming our first 11 or naming what we think Rojo?
Preferred 11.
I preferred 11.
Okay.
My preferred 11 has always been the same.
I'll change my opinion on that. If put it this way, God forbid any of them leave. But if one had to go, I'd choose Anthony to go.
That hurt me. I feel upset.
Yeah?
Let me bring the levels back up.
Yeah.
The good thing is we can keep them both.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we don't have to let go of anyone.
If you had to choose, that's all I'm saying. Then none of them are going anywhere. So, but
I think that the whole point of him, if Martial came through our ranks, we'd say Martial.
probably.
I think
I've
it's just that attachment.
always said there's probably a slight bias because Rashford is a withered boy.
Don't, because as I said, I've said to you this to you before, bro. Martial came
Joe
to
says
us.
start both.
Yeah, of course. Martial came to us as a kind of established player.
What's your point, though?
Rashford. So when you see when people say Martial's naturally better. It's not that he's naturally better.
No, I wasn't even talking about.
I know. But I'm saying you were saying if he came through our youth. So if he came through our youth, I don't know if like right now if I was judging Martial and Rashford, I would think Rashford's better. Like if you take away everything else and what he's done in previous clubs and everything, and because remember Martial burst onto the scene, kind of slowed down a bit, but it stayed consistent, and then Rashford burst on the scene and kind of took the limelight. So they've both been fighting for the limelight for a little piece. This season I feel like Rashford's now out here, but I feel like Rashford's in a earlier stage than Martial's at. Martial's been playing for longer, he's been out here for more, he's done more. So I feel like with potential, I feel like Rashford is just...
I think the both of them just need to start firing.
Rashford's my guy, bro. Yeah,
they
next
both
season,
need to be
both
the
of them.
starting lineup. My preferred starting lineup now is the same, but obviously Rashford in place as Zlatan in number 9. Do you remember at the start of the season when we were all saying he needs to stop playing Zlatan so much, play Rashford as an alternative up front, give him opportunities, it'll help us. I think we've kind of been proven right now.
Yeah, because he got injured.
About that. Anyway, we've got over 300 people in here. So listen, what you guys need to go and do is if you're on SoundCloud or if you're on iTunes, search for United Road Podcast and subscribe. We'll have a new podcast up tonight ahead of the Manchester
If you're
derby.
on Twitter at United Road Pod.
Yeah, get on Twitter, follow us. The link will be tweeted on there tonight as well. So hit notifications. Guys, thank you for getting in the comments below as well. Make sure you subscribe to McKola TV, subscribe to United Road Podcast, subscribe to Filthy Fellas as well, where you can see these two. Follow them on Twitter. I'll put their ats in the comments below. And for now, in a bit.